Jason. You're now listening to the Horror Tour Guide's bloodiest review.
Never sleep again.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your man Complex, Horror Tour Guide in the building. You already know the deal. Dark Hills Gaming. We about to review the event that happened October 27th, Halloween at Camp Blood. Let me tell you, man, what a crazy event, what a crazy experience. I'm about to give you my review, so let's just get right into it. First off, we'll talk about the tickets. When I seen the tickets at first and I saw the price, I was like, wow, $100, that's a lot. But let me tell you right now, it is well worth the money. $100 is definitely nothing for this event. And if you go to any future events, if the price tag is $100, please don't get discouraged and, like stray away from it. It's like $100. It's too much. Listen, it's a 24-hour event. You're sleeping there. You're doing everything. Trust me when I tell you it was well worth the money, straight up. So let's get right into it, man. Basically, we got there at 12 o'clock. Me and my partner arrived at the campgrounds. Halloween at Camp Blood was the name of the event, like I said earlier. And let me tell you, it was pretty intense. It was basically Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees themed from what I saw. So as soon as we pulled up to the campgrounds, it looked just like Camp Crystal Lake. Let me tell you, we saw a huge lake. We saw this one little winding road going through the hills in the forest. It was nuts. So we go down this road. We're already getting creeped out and scared shitless, honestly, because, honestly, you're going straight through the woods and everything, and you just don't know what to expect. We finally pull up to the cabins, and we're greeted by the people that give you your waivers and the forms that you need to fill out, etc., etc. After you fill out the forms, basically you're free to do what you want for a little bit, and so you're greeted by some of the camp counselors. The camp counselors throughout the day have a lot of different events that are timed. So let's say you got an event at 1 p.m. You got a thing to do at 2 p.m., 4 p.m., etc., etc. So throughout the day, like, there's tons of things to do, and you don't have to necessarily do all of them. You could venture out on your own. You could explore the campgrounds to get familiar with your surroundings and the situations that you might be on at night. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there was tons of things to do while you were waiting for nightfall to hit. But these events throughout the day and these little situations that you had to do, basically the Camp Blood schedule, actually kind of helped you during the night. There was items and weapons that you could win throughout the day by participating in games and, let's say, scavenger hunts and like costume contests and etc. So if you win some of these events and little things that they had that was scheduled, you get like certain weapons, or you could get a med kit, etc., to help you survive the night. So let's say at 1 p.m. was actually the coolest part to me. Was at 1 p.m. was the ghost tour. I thought the ghost tour was super cool. I thought it was super informative, and it kind of set the mood for the whole day, in my opinion. We were greeted by Joe, one of the camp counselors, and Joe basically showed us the whole campgrounds and basically told stories along the trails that we were going on to, like, set the mood and like creep us out. And at times you don't know if these stories were kind of real or he was joking or it was part of the act or whatever. So it just, like, the experience was kind of crazy when he was doing all of this. So I noticed along the tour there was this one guy, and I was like, wow, this guy looks like he's Tommy Jarvis. I play a lot of Jason on PS4 and Friday the 13th on PS4, and when I seen him I was like, yo, he looks just like Tommy Jarvis. And come to find out, he was actually Tommy Jarvis in acting, which was surprising, and it was definitely a breath of fresh air. It didn't feel like any event that I've been to before, because like there was actors involved now. So when I seen that, I was like, wow, that's really cool. And he was basically playing along with Joe, the camp counselor, showing us around and everything. And he started screaming about Jason Voorhees and how the kid died in this lake and this and that. So it really, 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 really set the mood and kind of started freaking some people out. We had a nice group that was with us, very diverse group, a lot of cool people. all different age groups. You get people that are 18, you got people that are like 30, you got people that are 40. It's nuts. Even older than that, honestly. There was a crazy group that was with us, but everyone was super cool. That was a great thing. And yeah, man, so while we were doing this tour, he actually told us about, I think we did the scavenger hunt at the same time, because the day that we went, it was raining, and they didn't like, usually is, I guess they didn't expect rain, but it rained, so like the scavenger hunt had to be done with the tour, I'm guessing. So we had to find like 15 bones that were scattered all throughout Camp Blood, and once you find these 15 bones, you basically get a special weapon to help you survive the night. So I found 2 bones myself. I know a lot of people found bones. Our group was really good. We were looking while the tour was going on and everything. We found all the bones, and I think one of the girls that was with the group got the special weapon, and I think it was like some crazy axe or something like that. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, excuse me. Yeah. So Joe was very informative, set the mood and everything. We go back to the camp. At this time, you had, you know, the option to explore. You could look around, or you could stay for what was going on at 2 p.m., which was survival. And basically, they teach you how to do combat later on in the night. If you ever encounter Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers, how to fight, how to act out situations if you were stabbed, if you were cut, if you got bashed in the head. You know what I'm saying? Now, keep in mind, when I talk like this, all the weapons are made out of foam, so nothing really hurts. Everything is soft, so people, like these killers that are going after you, could like literally just go crazy on you and you're not going to get hurt. But we do fill out waiver forms because, you know what I'm saying, the trails are very slippery. You know, 2 people did get hurt that night, but, you know, you signed the waiver form, and thank God it wasn't that serious. But they had a special word where everyone just calls out hold if something happens, and we all just have to pause and the game stops. And then it resumes later on once the hold is off. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, man, so Joe taught us how to do combat, how to act out stuff if we do get stabbed. The more you act it out and the more realistic you are, the game is based on trust, you know what I'm saying? So if I got stabbed in the leg, I have to act it out like I really got stabbed in the leg. I have to scream like I'm in agony and in pain. And if you actually act it out really well, the killer actually lets you kind of survive. It depends on how you act. So if you acted out real shitty and you were just like, ow, you know what I'm saying? Like, like the dude's gonna kill you, and if you get killed, you come back as a ghost. So for people that got killed in the game and actually died in the game, they bring you back as a ghost. They put a glow stick around your neck, and basically you can still play the game, but the thing is, you can't do anything. You can't touch items, you can't pick up weapons, you can't pick up clues, you can't do anything that requires you to pick up stuff or anything. All you could do is guide the people that are still surviving, because you're a ghost, and just like warn them, like, oh, Jason's in this direction, or Michael Myers that way, or oh, this is where a key is, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So you're still part of the game, but you can't really touch stuff, and Michael Myers and Jason can't come after you after that. So yeah, man. So like they taught us everything right there. Very informative in that situation on how to play and everything. But what I thought was kind of weird was like they didn't really teach us on how to survive the night, like what our main objective was, like what we needed to do, etc., etc. So that was just a little bit frustrating to me. It wasn't like a super like letdown, but I guess it kind of added to the aspect of like the feel of what was going on, and like the whole aura, like, yo, you're confused, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to kill these guys. So I kind of understand why they did that. But anyway, so maybe that was my only gripe, that was my only complaint. We'll just leave it at that. So later throughout the day, they had stuff like Dead Man's Knock, which was a seance in the gym. I'm pretty religious. I passed on that. I didn't go to that. But after that, at 4 p.m., they had another survival for people that didn't catch the first survival to learn how to play and do combat. 6 p.m. they had dinner, which was delicious, man. I mean, who doesn't love pizza? They ordered tons of pizza. There was cookies, drinks, etc., etc. No alcoholic beverages, which I loved. No drugs on the thing. They allowed people to smoke if you smoked, you know what I'm saying? They got that because you're outdoors. But I really like that they enforced the no drinking and no drugs, because, you know, God forbid if you're drinking and you get drunk and you stumble and hurt yourself, you could really get hurt out there. These trails are no joke. There's rocks, there's like, you know what I'm saying, jagged rocks. You could slip. There was moss everywhere. So I really like, they really enforced that, and I truly respect them for doing that. So that was definitely dope. At 7 p.m. was the costume contest. Now, it kind of sounded corny, but a lot of people did bring costumes and everything. And if you won the costume contest, you were basically awarded another weapon to help you survive the night. So there was a whole purpose to that. Now, 8 p.m., it was already dark at this point, but they say you could go trick-or-treating. Now, I got a feeling, and my partner got a feeling, like this was where everything was going to happen. And basically, we were kind of right. So when we started going trick-or-treating, we started hearing people going nuts left and right, screaming later on while we were trick-or-treating. So we were like, all right, man, it's going down. And let me tell you, man, these campgrounds, Camp Blood, you know, the regular camp or whatever, is huge. It's a huge camp, and there's a lot of running, a lot of hiding, crawling, and everything that you could do. So be prepared to run. I'm telling you right now, once we heard people screaming and the stuff that was going down, we were out. We were looking for places to hide. And let me tell you, we had some great places. There was a couple times where Michael Myers walked right past us and didn't even see us. And we were like, it's obviously a game and you're really scared and you don't know what to do. But at the same time, it was a good feeling seeing Michael Myers there and knowing that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's right there and he's not going to catch us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he could have, but we were so silent and so still. Like, it was nuts how it went down. I mean, yo, you really, really, really get scared at points. Even though it's a game, you really feel like you're getting chased and are about to die. Excuse my dog in the background. She's going nuts. She's hype about Camp Blood, too. But, yeah, man. So that was pretty crazy with the Michael Myers situation. We were hiding under boats and stuff. Like, be prepared to run. Be prepared to get dirty. It's not something for, like, people that just want to walk around. Like, this is a real experience. It's not like an escape room and you get an hour. We were running and yo, let me tell you, it was a workout for a couple of hours. The game didn't end till, like, I don't know, let's say like 1 o'clock. So we were out in the rain, in the cold, running, jogging, jumping, diving, surviving, all this stuff till 1 o'clock. So, like, the thing that kind of confused us, though, is basically while we were hiding, we kind of didn't know what to do. Like I was talking about earlier, we didn't know how to kill Jason. We didn't know how to kill Michael Myers. Keep in mind, these are killers. They have superhuman strength. So we didn't know what the exact objective was. We tried to stay away from a lot of the campers because we didn't want to be in huge groups. We wanted to survive and not get killed. And it was a good option for us in the beginning. And let me tell you, it was dark. You need flashlights. They give you a whole packet on what you need to bring, and we forgot to bring the flashlights, but it kind of worked out to our advantage because I use my cell phone at times. But I was happy that I kept my flashlight off because I felt like it attracted the killers, honestly. So that was pretty good on my part. But anyway, so later on we find out that Dr. Loomis, another actor, and Tommy Jarvis were still in play. They were playing the game with us, and like I said, they're actors that were part of the game. So we kind of eventually figured out to start going next to them and getting information. So that's how we figured out what we needed to do. Tommy Jarvis would give us clues and tell us what to do and where to go, and we would have to run. And the same thing with Dr. Loomis. But keep in mind, they're so loud while talking to us that they actually attracted the killers to us. So you kind of had to be like, I don't know how to explain it, but you kind of just had to be wary of your surroundings and what was around you, what was going on. So that was pretty crazy. But once we got the gist of the game and what was going on and how to survive and the objectives that we needed to do, the game just picked up. And then we started getting closer to people that were actually still alive and still surviving. And we formed groups to kind of help us. And I thought that was pretty cool, honestly. So, yeah, we just started getting closer to a lot of campers and not hiding as much. And we started doing these objectives with Tommy. And Tommy was telling us to get skulls, Jason's mother's skull, and a sweater. And I remember we had one girl put the sweater on after we found it, and she had to control Jason. And it was nuts. I don't want to give too much away, but it was a lot of acting, and it was definitely good. The game is based on the trust system. So if you get killed, you have to really be killed and not lie and stuff, because cheating during the game just doesn't make it fun. And thank God we had a great group of people, and they all acted it out and all played fair and didn't cheat. So I was really, 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 really happy about that. Yeah, so I don't want to give too much away, like I said, but at the end of the night, the game ended. We had to get Jason and Michael Myers to fight each other, and I'll let you figure it out from there. Once the game ended, like I said, it was around 1 o'clock. Everyone could hang out, talk. We got to talk to all the actors. Everyone was super cool. We took pictures with a lot of people. Let me tell you, it was a great experience. I mean, you were scared shitless at times. It was very, very scary at points, but at the same time, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, the $100 is definitely worth it, man. Dark Hills Gaming put on a great event. It was a lot of fun. It helps you socialize too. If you're not a person that's on social media 24/7 and you want to interact with people, this is like one of those events where like it kind of forces you to talk to people even if you're not comfortable with talking to people. And I really like that too. Like, we met a lot of people that was so diverse, and like people that I didn't think normally I would hang out with, but we had so much in common talking to these people, and we made a lot of friendships and everything. So salute to Dark Hills Gaming for that. Salute to Joe. Salute to everyone that was involved, the actors and everything. Like, it was super cool, and I just truly enjoyed the experience. Now, sleeping there overnight is an experience itself, because you go into this cabin. Don't worry, everything is super clean. Like, you don't have to worry about sleeping on a dirty mattress or anything like that. Like, the mattresses, the rooms were clean, etc. So don't worry about anything like that. But it was cool because you're basically in like a log cabin, and the rooms have bunk beds. So me and my boy had to sleep with 2 other random people, which, you know, it's kind of comfortable. But like I said, it adds to the experience of being at a camp, like Camp Crystal Lake and stuff. So you could take showers, bring clothes, etc., etc. When you wake up in the morning, they serve you breakfast. You still get to talk to everyone, interact, and like I said, the experience was truly fun. I enjoyed it completely. There's some things that I probably would change in the future. If they throw another Camp Blood event or something similar to this event, I'd say just a little more organized with like the objectives of what to do, because maybe I wouldn't have hid so much, because, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, I understand why they did it, because it adds to the experience of like not knowing what to do and being in those situations. So I get it, but there's little things that I would change. Maybe add some more actors to make it feel just a little more realistic. Maybe add more games during the day to get involved with. Maybe make it a little more scarier. But besides that, honestly, they're just little gripes. I like the whole experience in general was amazing. I wouldn't change too much. Salute to Dark Hills Gaming. And just Camp Blood, October 27th was ridiculous. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time. My boy had a great time. And the Horror Tour Guide truly thanks you for having us and letting us review your event that went down. And hopefully we could come to more events in the future. Shouts out to Cindy and everything she's done to set it up for me. And I definitely would recommend this. I definitely recommend going to an event in the future. Actually, I highly recommend it if you do escape rooms, or you're in the mood to run and survive and, you know, just have a great time, and you want to bring mad friends to the events and just have a great time. Like I said, definitely do this event. It's a lot of fun. It's scary. Your adrenaline's pumping. You're getting chased by killers. It's an experience like no other. So I highly, highly recommend it. Tell your friends about it. Dark Hills Gaming, they have another event coming up, I think for Valentine's Day. And yeah, just stay tuned. We'll put all the info at the bottom, etc. It's Complex Horror Tour Guide. I'm out. Peace, guys.